Hey, it's Jesse. Today on the show, you know her from The Good Place, Barry, and the 5-Star Weekend, now streaming on Peacock. It's D'Arcy Carden.
All of a sudden, it was like, you know what? Whatever your dream was, that's not gonna happen, but you're okay. And then, isn't this so annoying that a month later I got The Good Place?
This is Dinners on Me, and I'm your host, Jesse Tyler Ferguson. Today I'm at Wife and the Somm in Glassell Park. It's a charming neighborhood bistro, and as the name suggests, a great spot for anyone who appreciates a good glass of wine. They have a sommelier here who will be on hand to guide you toward your perfect pour. Now, that said, you absolutely do not need to be a wine drinker to come here because the food is absolutely phenomenal. The barbecue black cod, the tender Spanish octopus, seasonal dishes that feel like they belong on a tasting menu. There's also a salad here that honestly looks like it's edible art. Baby beets with goat cheese, candied pistachios, wildflower blossoms. It's absolutely gorgeous. And also, I'm so excited to be here. This feels like a full circle moment. We actually took our very first show photos here, the ones you see when you click on the show. Those photos were taken right here at Wife and the Somm. Okay, D'Arcy should be walking in any minute, and she's, there she is right behind that tree. All right, let's get to the conversation.
Okay, let's do it.
Hi. Do you live in this area? You live on the east side.
I live in Los Feliz.
Yeah, and are you near Kristen and Dax?
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
I could throw what did Kristen say? She's like, I'm gonna come spit on your front door. She's like, we're so close. We're kind of around the corner.
They're very aggressive neighbors. I'm gonna come spit on your front door.
She's like, I'm gonna throw an egg on your front door. I'm like, chill out, you little pipsqueak.
Kristen was one of my first guests on this podcast.
Yay.
Yeah.
Where'd you guys go? Do you
Little
remember?
Dom's.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, just down the street from her.
Yeah.
And honestly, this restaurant, this is full circle for me. Because you're episode 150
Thank
something.
you.
Yeah. But this is exciting because I did the cover art shoot for my podcast right where you're sitting.
What the heck?
Yes.
I want to see it.
Yeah, I'll
so
show
is
it to
this
you.
like a fave place of yours?
Well, I came here for the first time when we
For
shot
that.
the cover art. And then, and then we've been meaning to come back. Look,
I know this picture so well.
yeah, you're sitting there. That's
Oh my
the
God, wait,
booth.
hold on.
Should have recreated. There you are. Boom, done. And when we do a spin-off, we've just captured that.
Okay, great. No,
It'll be you.
easy.
Yeah, we'll pop you in.
Hi.
Hello.
My name's Jimmy. I'll be taking care of you.
Thanks,
Hello.
For water, I'd filter tap or bottles of sparkling.
Sparkling or flat? What do you
I'm
think?
going to go flat so that I don't burp on microphone.
I just had some
Hi.
sparkling.
Yes.
And-
I love sparkling, but
That's fair.
every time I do a podcast and I do a sparkling, I regret it.
Yeah. I'll do still too.
Still.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Make it easy, yeah.
Did you just finish your show, your play?
I kind of did.
How long ago?
3 weeks ago?
Are you just coming up for air?
Yes, but I leave tomorrow for London.
Just so you know, we're going to have some beautiful roasted baby beets with a little goat cheese espuma, which is kind of like a little whipped goat cheese,
Okay.
a beet vinaigrette, some toasted pistachios, and they're candied as well, and then a little wildflower and local basil.
Cool.
Wonderful.
So we're going to start with that, and then a little tuna tartare as well, with a little green goddess, a little crispy and braised salsify, also a little wildflowers and onion ash. We love flowers here.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Perfect.
And ash.
And
Love
ash.
onion ash.
yeah, a little onion ash. I know.
Sounds bad, but I bet it'll be good.
It's good.
You're
It's like
setting
our
our
most popular dish,
expectations
yeah.
low. I'll have the onion ash.
Wait, don't do ash. No, that sounds great.
I don't do
I
ash.
don't. Oh gosh, sorry.
It
I
would
hate
be,
to a pest.
wouldn't it be so funny if you had a guest on that was like, I'm good.
Yeah.
Just
No, I'm not for me. None for
I'm,
me.
I'm full. I already ate.
You'll barely taste the ash.
No, I can't wait for the ash. Okay, we were talking about your
Okay,
show.
the Truman Capote
Yeah.
show. Yeah, that's closed. I have just come up for air.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. I want to try and figure out how to do it here in LA.
Good. Because I want to see it. It was quick.
It was fast-ish. Yeah, it was 11 weeks.
Oh
yeah.
my God, it looks gorgeous.
Very ashy. I
Very
like
ashy.
it.
Oh, can we get a little more
Extra
ash?
Yeah. And this is a beautiful glass of Chenin Blanc from
Mommy
Summer.
likey.
I do like it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Nice and fresh to
Okay.
complement your tuna and beets.
Great.
Thank you so much.
This
Okay.
Truman Show. So
Okay.
it was a very small theater, really intimate, like the audience up against you, basically.
Yes.
This is wild. That sounds really incredible and
was.
brave, honestly.
I wanted to
do something that scared
Scared
you.
you.
It's
I
very
love that.
hard to find things that feel different than what I've done.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you must feel the same way, having done like something like The Good Place, where
Right.
you're playing a very specific type of character. I'm sure like everything you got after that was just like a version of that, and probably not as good.
Right. Totally.
I know, it's like you really have to take the initiative to then like
Not
counter
to do that.
program.
Which is like, you know, before The Good Place, I'm such a struggling actor, you know, like in my heart. And before The Good Place, I was booking like nothing. Mm-hmm. So to go from the Good Place to then even having the thought of like, oh, I should not do something similar to this after was like such a new thought. Because before it was like anything.
Any opportunity, yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So it was like...
I still have to tell myself not to do that, by the way.
You mean to just take everything?
Yeah,
Me
because
too.
I'm wired that way.
Totally, me too.
Especially coming from the theater world, where it's like, you know, every opportunity is something that's just going to give you more information on this career that you decided to do.
That's so true, yeah. And also, I think you're like me, which is that you just love acting, right? Like you just want to do it.
Yeah.
So sometimes you have to be like, it is a weird, new thing for me to have to be like, to have to say no to something.
It's gonna be a pass, doll.
Yeah, right. I hate that, but I really appreciate it, and I'm so grateful. Yeah.
Totally.
Even when it's shitty.
I know. Doing things that scare me is definitely.
Yeah, that's kind of my favorite new thing too. I think that was like the thing I did after The Good Place was League of Their Own.
Yes.
And it was like such a different character and kind of scary to me. She was so confident and sexy and not my wheelhouse. And it ended up being so fulfilling and enjoyable that I was like, okay, remember this. Like, you were scared to do this, and it was great.
And it worked out.
So let's keep doing that.
Yeah.
Which is then the doing the Thanksgiving play was the same thing.
Well, you know, you started, but you were a theater kid before.
Totally. Theater kid, theater major, moved to New York to do theater, but then...
Musical theater specifically,
Yeah,
right?
I did,
feel like
yeah.
we talked about this.
Yeah.
When you first moved to New York, you wanted to, like, that was your goal, break into musical theater.
I had just done, like... I went straight after college, but I like.
Where'd you go to college again?
In Ashland, Oregon, which is like the Shakespeare capital of the world.
Yeah.
Of the world.
You know, maybe
England's like, hello.
Literally, the old globe's like, I have an issue with that. And that's that. By the way, I know I disappeared for a moment. It's me.
Wait, hold on.
I know.
Am I drunk?
I might be Meryl Streep with these accents. Yeah.
But okay, so I had done a bunch of, I want to call it summer stock, but let's just say like plays in the summer with a bunch of NYU and like Broadway, New York actors. Mm-hmm. They would probably people would like come to the Bay Area and we'd do these shows, and they were like a few years older than me. So I was like, honestly, after this, we'll go through the people. I bet you like know them all.
Probably.
Honestly. And so I was like, well, I do shows with them, so I'm about to go to New York and be on stage with them.
Exactly.
And it was like, no. These are the most talented people I had ever worked with, and they were like second guy from the left in the back of like a Broadway show if they were lucky.
Struggling
yes.
as well, yeah.
And I was like, okay, so this is going to be hard.
Yeah.
Which I knew,
Yes.
But it really was,
Did you go to open calls?
Yeah.
Like you would get Backstage Magazine,
yes,
Circle what was right for you, remember?
Remember.
And were you non-union?
I was non-union.
So you would go...
yeah, I was non-union.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I would go and like line up outside the Equity Building.
And I remember like lining up for something and not even like making it to the front, and it was very disheartening.
Because if they were done for the day and they didn't get to you, they were just like, oh, we're going to leave.
Yeah. I was going to understudy one of the roles, but what I really got was that I was going to sell merch. It went from like, you didn't get the role you auditioned for, but we'd like you to understudy this other smaller role, but on the other days, will you sell merch?
And sell merch?
And I did it. And I did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was...
But also, wasn't it, for you, was it, I know, I felt this way. Just being in the walls of the theater felt important to me.
Totally.
And I at that point had no ego in the game. Like, I was like, I don't care.
Yeah. And I'm with you. Like, it didn't feel like... It's funny thinking back on it. Wow, I went from auditioning for this, like, lead, getting a call back, getting and
then merch.
But it was such
But
a
you were still also an understudy?
Yes, but I think I went on one time.
But you still went on?
Right.
Who sold the merch that night? No merch. Just a sign. Off duty, like an off-duty sign.
They held auditions for the merch person that night. But it was, but at the time I was like, I get to come into the theater early. And like, it felt really.
And like I'm let in the building
talk
before
with the actors,
the audience.
Totally.
Yeah.
I don't know if you felt this way, but also when I was struggling, let's say for the whole time I was in New York, never made $1. Not true, but like really, never. Through acting, it was like few and far between that I would get $1 for doing that. Mm-hmm. But I like loved it. That I was very aware of how happy I was, and I remember like sort of being able to see not the future of like where my life would go, but sort of like when you're older, you will look back on this time as being like so wild and fun and free, and you're like drunk at a diner with your best friends after doing a late night show at 3 a.m.
That like 9 people came to.
Yes, and it was like it really was a wonderful time in my life that I like only look at fondly.
Yeah, same.
Support for today's episode comes from Square, the system that fixes one of the biggest headaches in running a business. Starting a business is exciting. Running it is where things get complicated. You are juggling payments, inventory, staff, scheduling online orders, reports, and somehow you are still supposed to serve customers. Square brings all of that into one place. Whether you're selling lattes, cutting hair, detailing cars, or running a design studio, Square helps you run your business without running yourself into the ground. For example, my local Blue Bottle uses Square, and as someone who only has their phone with them at many times, it's such a relief to know I could just tap and pay. It's quick, easy, and reliable. Sometimes I even get loyalty points. Added bonus. For business owners, it's a powerful tool that connects a bunch of processes from payroll and inventory to online orders. Plus, it allows you to manage team schedules, see what is actually making you money, and avoid those pesky mistakes that lead to you staying late after you close. If you're starting a business or running one that deserves better tools, Square helps you sell, manage, and grow without slowing down. Right now, you can get up to $200 off Square hardware at square.com/go/JTF. That's SQUARE.com/GO/JTF. Run your business smarter with Square. Get started today.
Here is some cacciatore.
Wait, tell me about what's in here.
So strozzapreti is the noodle. It's like looks kind of like a little pretzel twist almost.
It does.
And then it's got cacciatore sauce. So it's carrots, onions, celery, garlic, fennel, tomatoes, slowly cooked, then tossed with that pasta, topped with some grated Parmesan, and then a little bit of pepper and Sicilian olive oil.
So
Damn.
great.
Yeah, it's really good.
Smells
simple,
incredible.
but like really delicious.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you.
Please enjoy.
Smells complex.
Yes, it does. Good word for it.
So wait, when did you decide to like leave New York and come to LA? Did a job bring you here?
It was a husband's job.
Oh, good.
He was working at.
So he pulls his weight.
He pulls his weight.
Okay, good.
He was working at SNL doing like the digital shorts. So his life was also very fun. Like thinking back on it now, it's like he would like leave our apartment on Wednesday and like come back on Saturday morning.
Right.
And then we'd like sleep all day getting ready for the show that night because it starts at 11.
Did you go to a lot of SNL
Yeah.
tapings? Oh, how
So
exciting.
fun. So many. That was like that was our life for like 2 years,
That's so exciting.
which was so fun.
Did you ever want to be on that show?
I did want to be on it when I lived there.
Uh-huh.
And doing UCB stuff, it was like such a direct path, sort
Sure.
of. And
yeah.
then
I mean, Amy Poehler started UCB, right?
And then, hello.
Right, I know you were thinking, I wish we had more food.
Well,
That's exactly what we were thinking. We were
I'm
just about
kind
to
of
say
gonna
it.
do a little more tuna.
Yeah, take a little more tuna.
Here, I'll take that last
Yeah,
one and
take
then
that
we can
last
get rid of
little
that plate.
bit there. And here we have some beautiful black cod.
I saw this on the menu. It's
Yes.
barbecue.
Barbecue. It's kind of like an Asian barbecue where it's a little sweet, a little savory. So that's going to be marinated in that, and then it's kind of finished on our broiler, so you get a nice little sear on the outside. It's got a crispy Thai rice salad at the bottom, fresh basil, Thai basil, cilantro, and those are satsuma mandarin oranges. So nice texture, nice sweetness. It's a fun, fresh, really delicious dish. So
thank you.
enjoy it.
That's
so much.
incredible.
Of course.
Gimme.
Give it.
Yeah, so I did. That was sort of maybe like, in a way, one of my biggest dreams, but also
yeah, I can imagine.
Also, like, I couldn't even it was almost like the dream was too big for me to even name it. Like,
Right.
I think at the time, if you said, "Do you want to be on SNL?" I'd be like, "No." It's like, so being in the comedy scene in New York, it's very easy to submit a tape. To submit a tape for an audition. Mm-hmm. That doesn't mean you'll get an audition, but like every year it would be like time to submit the tapes, and everyone would submit a tape, and I never did it. I just always made up a reason why I wasn't ready or would do it next year, or it was really like
or if it came to you in a different way.
Yeah.
Like they asked you to come in.
Yeah.
Right.
It was a little like self-sabotaging.
Were you at this point working for Bill Hader?
No.
Had you already worked with him?
Because
I know you nannied for him,
I nannied
right?
for Bill. Well, I was babysitting for him. If SNL had come to me and be like, "We want you to be on the show," I would have jumped for joy.
Yeah.
But I wasn't like actively. I wasn't. I was like so focused on UCB stuff.
Right.
I didn't have like the business brain. I didn't know how to like
Right.
take that step. It was like, I have a show on Friday night I got to prepare for, or whatever.
Do you think you would have been good on SNL? Because it's not for everyone.
Right.
And what I always wanted to do it as well, just because I like the idea of, first of all, a steady job, and they got to be funny, and then they also got paid well, and they were, famous.
Yeah.
But like,
They didn't get paid that well.
They didn't get paid. You're right. No,
No, but better than babysitting.
better than babysitting.
Yeah.
But I'm very close with Rachel Dratch
Yeah.
and Anna Gasteyer and Amy Poehler,
Yeah.
and like all of them have different stories, but they're kind of there's a common thread of how hard
Yes.
it was to be on that show.
So many of my UCB friends became writers and some cast members, and now at this point, like having worked with Bill and Maya and Will Forte and some like really amazing UCB people, SNL people, it is like such an interesting mix of hardest thing I've ever done, best thing I've ever done. Mm-hmm. Wouldn't go back, best memories of my life.
Mm-hmm.
Like constant anxiety, biggest thrill. Like it was such a. I think it's not easy for anyone, but
Yeah.
it's like, it's magic.
Yeah.
And would I have been good at it? I think I would have been. Yeah, I mean, not to like, I would have, but I think I made for it. Like,
I think
meaning,
you were too, yeah.
I think I could have handled it.
Okay, so you came to LA because Jason got work
Oh yeah,
here.
Jason got hired as a producer at Funny or Die.
Oh, okay. I'm aware.
He wasn't there for. He was probably there for like 4 years. I bet you guys like worked together.
We might
I bet
have.
he came home and he was like, "Guess who I'm working with?" Because
Nightmare.
No. It was like it was so exciting to, even though he'd come from SNL, it was really exciting that every week it was like a new celebrity. You know who I was most excited about more than anyone
Who?
else he ever worked with? Mary Lou Henner.
Oh shit! Wow.
I was like I came to set. I was that like excited.
Why were you so excited about Mary Lou? I mean, she's incredible.
She's amazing.
But, yeah.
I don't know why this happened, but when
She's
I was
an
in like
icon.
6th grade, we had a book report to read an autobiography of a famous person, and I chose Mary Lou Henner.
How interesting.
And people chose like Abraham Lincoln. Like people
Yeah.
chose like.
By the way, rookie mistake. Boring.
I know.
No.
I got to read about a sexy flirting with John Travolta. Like
Yeah.
it was great. It was such a fun read. I think my
Totally.
mom had like just read it, and I was like, I'll try this.
Yeah.
But anyway, so she's sort of imprinted on me at a young age. And Jason told her, he was like, D'Arcy did a book report on you when she was, in junior high. And she was like, oh. She was definitely like, did you know?
Yeah,
like, she
yeah,
loved
yeah,
it.
yeah,
She's
yeah.
like, what was your favorite part? She was great.
Love that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So you moved to LA.
I moved to LA. This is like
Jason has a job.
2013.
And now tell me about the struggle here. Because it was still a while before.
That is almost what makes me think like it would be easier to struggle in New York.
Okay.
Wait, as I talk with a mouthful.
But at this point, were you married or okay? So
Married.
You and Jason got married.
And I had been on a couple episodes of Broad City.
Right.
Wait. Yeah,
Oh God, I love Broad City
I do
so
too.
much.
Those girls.
So
And I
good.
came up with those girls in UCB.
Okay.
Like from
Abby
like
and
class
Alana.
1. Yeah.
Right.
I was probably in like 1 or 2 episodes a season, which was huge for me. And in a way, like, changed everything. Even though it wasn't...
Just for visibility.
Yeah. And in fact, when I got The Good Place at my test, like, meaning my last audition, Mike Schur and Drew Goddard brought up... an episode had aired the night before.
Oh, wow.
And they were like, great job in the show last night, or in Broad City. I was like,
nice.
That's huge for me, you know? Because otherwise they would be like, who the hell are you?
Right.
Yeah, but I was really struggling, and it's more TV and movie based out here, obviously.
Yeah.
So there's like, it's more in your face that you're not doing well when you're not doing well, if that makes sense. In New York, I mean, there's shows. I mean, there's theater on every block, but it's like in LA, if you're not on TV or in movies.
What are you doing?
Yeah. It's really like,
Kinda.
You are very aimless.
Well, yeah, I mean, in New York's such a great city to just like be sort of stagnant in.
You kind of can have a community anywhere.
Yes.
You're
yes.
the restaurant you're a waiter at. Like,
exactly.
In my time in LA, I was probably here for 3 years before I got The Good Place, which in the grand scheme isn't that long, but imagine also 10 years in New York.
Yeah.
So I was sort of like, okay, I missed it. I missed my opportunity. Maybe it was an SNL audition I didn't do 5 years ago. You know, like something along the way, I missed my little like exit lane.
Yeah.
And so now what? So now, okay, I have to like learn how to love writing, because I keep getting jobs like in that world. I am going to teach improv. I love doing that. I'm going to keep performing at UCB. I love that. And then I was kind of like, wait a second, this is great. Jason will make money. I'll figure out how to make money in other little ways. I'm making money too as a writer. Mm-hmm. And it just was like a shift where all of a sudden it was like, you know what? This is okay. You're still doing what you love. It's just not what you dreamed about. Mm-hmm. You're not Megan Mullally. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, or whatever. You're not, you're not in some like amazing ensemble, whatever your dream was.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen, but you're okay. And I really felt like that. It was like kind of amazing. And I told Jason and then like, isn't this so annoying that like a month later I got The Good Place?
That's how it happens. That's how they always say, even with relationships, like stop looking for it. It'll happen. It's like, please.
I know.
But that is sometimes.
It does. I mean, it's like, it does make sense.
Yeah.
I'm sure everything makes
Something
sense.
energetically is happening differently.
It's like, let go, let God. And also, it's like the life of an actor is so desperate, and we're so like, love me. And the second you can kind of like let go of that is maybe when you're more attractive.
It's so interesting because and I've talked about this before, but I remember desperately wanting certain jobs and sometimes getting them, sometimes not getting them. And with the job that like ended up being this thing that really changed my life, Modern Family, it was, even though I knew it was the best thing I'd read in years, I did go into that audition. I don't know how I did this, but I was like, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen.
Right.
And Ty Burrell remembers me like being in the waiting room, and he was like pacing, and he was like, I think he had at this point like tested for like 3 times, and the studio had rejected. And he was like, he had a rough process of getting into the show, and I was like literally reading the arts and leisure section of the New York Times, and like with my sides like on the chair next to me, like, and then I walked in, I put the paper down, walked in, went in, booked the job.
So it's interesting because it's like, so that proves our point that it's like, the sort of appeal of not caring, but then also on the other hand, it's like Ty was caring so much, and he was putting in the work, and he was like, so I guess it can work either way, and
it can.
Path
I mean, he ended up obviously getting the job, but like, and it wasn't like I desperately wanted, like I was so excited to get it, but there was something where I was like, if this doesn't happen, I really feel like it's okay.
I had a similar thing with The Good Place, which was, you had already had success on TV, right?
I had, yeah.
And I hadn't, other than Broad City, which is truly a handful of episodes. But and that's not success. That's my friends being like, "Here you go."
Right.
It was like, I knew I wasn't going to get it. It was the same for me. It was like the best writing. I'm like, if I could map out my dream job, it would be a Mike Schur show with fucking Ted Danson and Kristen Bell. You know what I mean? It was like perfect, but I knew I wouldn't get it because there was no way I would get it because it would go to somebody famous. And there's just no chance in the world I was going to get it.
Yeah.
So that was kind of freeing. And then I had this thought where I was like, just do a good job in the audition and make him laugh and have him cast you as like the bus driver in episode 5 or whatever the hell. Like you know what I mean? Like make him remember you in that way.
Yeah.
So that was like my goal, was just like obviously you're not going to get this role, but maybe you'll get like a little bit part in season 2.
Just leave the room feeling like you didn't.
Yeah.
Like you left a good impression.
Yeah. And every time I left the room, whatever it was, 3 or 4 auditions, I was like, ooh, that felt great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Couldn't feel better.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And you got it.
And
you got it.
And,
well, I got it.
Well, I got it.
I got to. I felt very fancy because I got a link to watch 5 Star Weekend. I did. Have you seen it?
That is so fancy. I've seen it.
Yeah. Have you seen all of it?
Mm-hmm.
I've only seen the first 2 episodes.
I've seen all of it.
It's really fun.
It's
really
really fun.
good. Yeah.
No, thanks for watching it.
Yeah, I really liked it.
By this time, when this comes out,
yeah,
you can watch it right now on Peacock.
Peacock.
Yeah. Peacock.
Caw. Did you read the book that it was?
I did.
Had you already read it before?
I hadn't read it, but my older sister, it's like one of her favorite books. And in fact, when I FaceTimed to tell her I got it, she was like, hold on. And she like reached down to her coffee table and she was like,
oh my God.
She's like, this is my book. She's read it multiple times. She like makes her friends read it.
Wow.
So I started reading it that day.
Yeah.
And it was kind of wild to, I started reading it that day. Don't know why I said that twice.
Let's say it one more time.
And I started reading it that day.
And I like that one. We're going to use that one.
Right. But I was the last one cast, and I was cast like maybe 3 days before we started shooting.
Oh, wow.
Is that right? A Tuesday to a Friday? Yeah. So I was reading it as I was reading the scripts. And they were like different enough that I was like, woo! Trying to keep
What is your character? I didn't read the book. I haven't read the book yet, but what is your character like in the book?
She's really similar. She's like maybe a little more, a little, what's the word? She's so sweet. She's like struggles a little more socially.
Okay. I mean, I get that.
You get that.
From,
Good.
Yeah.
She's like really
She seems like a little bit of the black sheep of the
She's
fan group.
totally the black sheep. She's
Yeah.
like cannot believe she's invited.
Yeah.
And again, for those if you haven't watched, it's Jennifer Garner plays Hollis Shaw, who's kind of like a food
food celebrity. She's
food
like
celeb.
She's like Chrissy Teigen.
Ooh, didn't know. Thank you
Teigen.
for that. Yeah, a little Allison. Oh,
Allison Roman.
Yes, a little
Yeah.
Ina.
A little Ina.
Yeah, a little this, little that.
A little that.
A little that. A little Teigen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sure.
And she is having a weekend at her Nantucket house with her like best friends from every era of her life. Childhood, Chloe Sevigny, college, Regina Hall, mom era, me, and then a new friend, Gemma Chan. And
This cast.
And again, this cast was cast when I was cast. So I know I'm like auditioning for this thing, being like, oh, I want this so bad. Also, it was like, it shoots for a month in Nantucket. And I was like,
come on.
Shoots in LA down the street from my house, and in Nantucket. I was like, this is too good.
Yeah.
This is too good. And so my character is sort of like, can't believe she was even invited, which I guess is how I felt. And I never really thought about that until right now. Like I couldn't believe I was, aw.
Yeah, totally. I don't know. It's a really fun ensemble piece. I mean, it's I think a testament to like you as a very versatile actress that you can be a fun ingredient in like severeally different types of groups.
Nice. Thank you. That's so nice.
League of Their Own and like and now this it's really a great ensemble. Yeah.
Thanks. That's such a nice compliment and kind of like my favorite thing about what we get to do.
Yeah.
It goes right into like the little kid summer camp or just like the little kid school play feeling of just like getting to get super close with a group of people for like an amount of time, and it's just I love it.
You said you shot it for a month?
We shot it in Nantucket for a month, but here for 3 months.
Okay.
It was like my whole summer.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, June to October.
God, what a dream.
It was great. It was so great. It was like, does this make sense when I'm like, it was a good day at work every day. Yeah. Like it was not a struggle. There was like, we all had to cry a lot more than we thought we would.
Yeah.
But that aside, which actually is fun.
Yeah.
But it was not, it was a very pleasant time. We loved it.
I'm also really just so happy that you have gotten to show such range and like such a consolidated amount of time
Right.
from The Good Place to like League of Their Own to this. Is there something that you feel like people don't know I can do this, but I can? I mean, obviously, like you have never like gotten to do a musical.
Right.
I would assume that would be something, but like Shakespeare maybe.
I mean, it is, when I think of like what I would want to do, it is in that world.
Yeah.
And then I think like it's not even I think it's because of my time at UCB doing sketch and improv. I'll get it.
Yeah, let me get that. Go ahead and patch them in. we have a question for caller.
Oh, how exciting!
We're trying this new thing. We're taking. Yeah. Do we have a question for D'Arcy?
Oh, okay. It's Judy Greer. Judy Greer. I getting to do 1 trillion different characters every night or whatever I really do have like the hunger to kind of do the opposite of whatever I've just done. So like a horror movie, like a period piece, like Shakespeare, an action movie. All of that is Judy.
Judy,
hey Judy, we actually don't need
tell
you.
Judy that it was just a joke.
Yeah,
she's so persistent.
She just doesn't get it.
She doesn't get it.
She doesn't get it. Yeah.
That's why she's not here.
That's right.
She's actually been on
the podcast.
On.
Yeah. She wasn't available today.
She likes to make it about herself. She heard you were coming on. She's like, I'm going to come back again.
Isn't it fun? I after shooting with her, I read her book.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't it a funny thing to to know people that have written books about their lives, and then you get to know them in such a deeper way?
I know.
Jeff Hiller or
Jeff Hiller's a great example. Yeah. I just read I don't know her well, but I've met her, but the Lena Dunham book.
Yeah, I'm reading it right now.
And I was such a fan of the series Girls, and I think it's perfect, and to know all this stuff that was happening, to her personally, while that was happening, I was like, wow, how did she thread all that personal life through this experience of Girls? But it's remarkable. Yeah,
truly.
Yeah.
It's just and when I told Judy I was going to read her book, she was like, no, not yet. She's like, wait until we're done.
Oh yeah.
Which I was like, oh yeah.
Was
I get
there
that.
something specific that
that I hung on to?
Yeah. Or that you felt like that she was maybe nervous to have you read?
It's funny, there wasn't. It's such a great book, and it's so funny, and she's so charming, and just I think she was just it'll be too much if we're together every day, and because in Nantucket was a lot of hang time.
Sure.
We were hanging.
Yeah, you don't want
right
someone going home and then reading a book.
Yeah, exactly.
About your life.
Too intimate.
I guess that's a little too much.
Yeah, she's wait until we're back on land.
Yeah, for sure. You, more than anyone I know, has worked with the same people over and over in different iterations.
Yeah, that's true.
Abby Jacobson and Alana Glazer of Broad City, and then you did League of Their Own
with Abby.
And then Ted Danson, and you did The Good Place, and then you did an episode of Man on the Inside. Kristen Bell and you have worked together several times.
Yeah, Maya Rudolph on The Good Place, and then on Loot.
Yeah.
I love it. I mean, that is so fun to get to
reunite with those people.
With people that you love to work with. I want to do that forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. God.
But all the people you work with, I'm they're people I want to work with.
I know. I want you to work with them too.
Very lucky.
Thanks. I mean, I lucked out with some of these ensembles in such an insane way.
Yeah.
Thinking of the Barry Ensemble, getting to I talked to Henry yesterday.
Well, even that, having babysat
for Bill.
For Bill, and then being on a show with him.
I know. I mean, that's
wild.
That was
my babysitter never hired me.
And he could have.
He could have.
He's a damn screenwriter. But that was such that was so. Bill really. It's beyond nice. You know what I mean? I was about to say that's so nice of him. It was so. The words can't even. He really was I don't know. We had worked together for so long. At Babysitter to Daddy.
Yeah. That's what
they call it.
No,
yeah.
That's
Babysitter to Daddy.
That's what's most comfortable usually for the family.
Totally.
Yeah.
Hey, Daddy.
Hey, Daddy.
Hey, Mommy. And we just I don't know how to say this other than we didn't go there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I guess I should say. Meaning.
Yeah. Let me specify.
Let me actually. Meaning we just I never.
The work.
I never was would love to be considered.
Sure.
It was like, God, would never, ever, ever do that.
Right.
And so when he had told me so much about Barry over like the year, you know, because they'd been working on it for so long, and I knew the story and it sounded so great, and I guess just never even had the thought of like maybe there's a role for me. Just didn't even think it. It was again like don't let your. I mean, I just didn't even think it. Because also he's the type of guy that would have said it. He would have been like, I wrote you a role or whatever.
Right.
So when the audition came along, I had the instinct to tell him like, oh, we don't need to do this. Yeah. Like this will just be awkward.
Like you felt like he was almost throwing you.
Yeah, or maybe he didn't know or something. Like, you know, when the audition came my way, I was kind of like, oh God, this is going to be awkward.
Right. Did you also feel like, well, what if I like bomb or don't get it? Like, that's weird for me.
But then also similarly, it was like, I knew it was going to be a lot of improv in the audition, and the script was so good that I was like, well, at least this will be very fun.
Yeah.
And it was. I mean, it was just like.
When you were on set, did he like keep talking about how you used to be his babysitter?
I mean, we definitely like everybody knew.
Yeah.
Also, I'm so close with his girls that I would tell stories about them the way you would tell stories about like your nieces or whatever.
Right.
You know, he would be like, oh, when, you know, like the tooth fairy, and I'd like finish the story.
Yeah.
You know, like we really were, I'd been babysitting for them for so long. We were like family.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Anyway, he really changed my life, and it was just so special that we like got to do that together. I can't believe I got to do that. It's such an amazing show. And he actually, in a family sort of way, he gets really like gooey about it, where he's like, you know, he's like, a few years ago you were doing this and now you're doing this.
It's
like
really exciting.
When I got the Emmy nomination, I do think that was one of like the sweetest texts was from him, where he was like, look at this, like take stock in what has happened.
Yeah.
It was really nice.
It's good to have those people in your life.
I know.
Yeah, it's very lucky.
Yeah.
Speaking of random jobs.
So many random jobs.
There's something about an interactive theater on a bus in New York.
Yes.
Okay.
The ride.
Bus ride.
No, it was called The Ride.
The Ride. Oh, I've seen this.
Yeah, you've seen it.
Is this the thing that like faces out?
Yes. It's like, I think they call it, what kind of seating is that? Stadium seating?
Stadium seating.
It's like, instead of facing the bus driver, you're facing the
first of all, I
street.
get immediately nauseous.
I know. Can you imagine?
If
also
you
now,
if I even like look slightly to the left, I want to vomit.
I know. And now
looking
imagine
to the
like
side?
standing and being my back to, I mean, I don't know how we didn't. Did anyone ever barf? Well, this was during the UCB days.
This is in New York, by the way.
In New York. It didn't exist yet. It was like, it wasn't like I was auditioning to be on this bus that I'd seen around town. It was like, the description was sort of like an interactive show on a bus or whatever. And you were supposed to go with a pair, a male-female pair. So I went with my dear, great friend, Tim Dunn, who we had done tons of improv and sketch together. So we did the audition, and it was like the director and the couple producers were great and cool and easy to talk to, and we just sort of sat down with them, and they were like, we want you to do it. It was like one of those immediate things. Mm-hmm. And we said, will you let us like cast the rest of these tour guides, basically?
Right.
Because there needed to be a bunch of buses going, so there needed to be like 20 couples.
Oh my God.
And we were like, we know every funny person that you don't know, that are the best improvisers in the world, that are looking for jobs. Like, let us just do this for you. And so we truly cast the entire thing. You were the casting
directors of it as well.
It was so fun. So to have all of our UCB people now get to do this, and the like, I don't know how to explain it other than like tech rehearsals on a bus were so fun, and we were getting paid, and it was like easy money, easy fun, until it like wasn't. Until we realized we were like,
what was the show?
What was the show?
I remember seeing the buses go by, just seeing all these people.
Okay, here's what it was. The couples were like, we were dressed like little like 50s airline
like
stewardesses. What's the word? Air hostesses.
Air hostesses. You would say now. You would
now
say
you
flight
would say
attendants.
Flight attendants, and of course you would say
Although
that.
as Sophie called them when I was flying with her.
What?
Plane waiters.
Yes.
she couldn't think of the right word.
Yes, she's right.
Where is the plane waiter?
They're like, anything for you.
Yeah. Flight attendants.
And so we were sort of like, telling the facts of New York. And what was the show? I don't even remember what our relationship was. It was like a little flirty. It was like a little bit like will they, won't they? A little like scientisty. Like, we were like nerdy. But here's the funny thing is, we would roll up to different parts of New York, and there would be a planted actor on the street who was mic'd, and we would talk to them. So we would be like, we would be in front of like Carnegie Hall or something, and we'd be talking about Carnegie Hall, and then we'd be like, well, what is this person looking? Looks like they're lost. Sir, can you tell us what you're doing? And he's like, I'm late for an audition. And,
so
and then would like
hilarious.
break into song.
No.
Yes.
How did I never encounter one of these experiences?
I guess you probably were like, this would be like about 2010.
Okay.
So you were on Modern Family.
I was not living in New York, but I do remember seeing the buses drive by when I would go back.
Yeah,
like, what's that?
Totally. And it was up until a few years ago that you would still see them.
Okay.
But it was a funny situation because they overpaid us, meaning they just paid us more than any of us were getting paid to do anything else. And then as the tickets didn't sell that well or something, even though it was running for years, they just kept like docking our pay by like so much.
We got to keep this thing afloat.
Yes, they'd just be like, and it's now.
How many years did you do it?
Less than a year.
Okay.
Once it got under what I would make at a waiting tables, I was like, this is not worth it anymore. Yeah, because it was a little
demoralizing,
breaking. Yeah, but a lot of people you would know, like Matt Rogers did it, and Arturo Castro, like all these, all these people that you would recognize.
I got to talk to Matt about that.
I'm so happy you did this.
I was so excited.
I was so excited to see you.
Me too.
You're just a joy.
You are too. Thank you for having me. This is a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
And also, I just love this podcast. It's my coziest listen.
Aww.
It really is like, wait, we were saying goodbye, and I'm like, let me tell you another story. When I'm shooting on location and I'm alone, like if I'm in an apartment by myself for a month or something, I use podcasts to feel less lonely.
Yeah,
and
I
this
get
is
that.
the perfect one.
Aww.
Because it's really... It feels like I'm hanging out with two friends.
It does sort of feel like fly on the wall, which I
it's
like.
great.
Yeah.
Keep doing it, honey.
I adore you. And
You
listen, dinner's on me.
Oh my...
No.
Please,
please, let me give you something.
Take my global entry.
Wonderful. This episode of Dinner's on Me was recorded at Wife and the Somm in Glassell Park, Los Angeles.